Hi, I'm Stacy Hairfield, and I'm the publisher of Natural Awakenings magazine in southwestern Virginia. And I'm here today with Peter Krull from Krull & Company, a socially responsible investment firm out of Darien, Georgia. Pete, thanks for being with us today.
My pleasure.
So Pete, tell me, what impact has Krull & Company had on companies with regards to how socially and economically friendly these companies are?
I think the best way to really explain the answer to that is to look at the three parts of what socially responsible investing are. Number one is screening. So we're going to screen in the best-in-class companies. All right. So you may have a Vestas Wind Systems, which obviously makes wind turbines. You might have a solar company. You might have say a Whole Foods Market, somebody who's into natural and organic foods. We're also going to screen out the worst-in-class companies. So odds are you're not going to own Halliburton, and you're probably not going to own Exxon or any of the other major polluters or climate change deniers, etc. That's step one, but you can only get so much in your portfolio by picking the best-in-class companies. And as a financial advisor, we have a fiduciary responsibility to make sure that our clients are well diversified and that they have portfolios that really meet what their needs are, not just socially and environmentally, but financially as well. So that leads you to step two. And what step two is shareholder advocacy. And I think this sort of goes to what you were asking me, how do we help companies to get better? And you do it through two ways. Number one is through direct engagement. You talk with companies, you say, look, we see what your social record is, or perhaps you don't even have one yet. We want you to start tracking what your environmental record is, what your greenhouse gas emissions are, etc. Perfect example is Best Buy. Best Buy obviously sells millions of dollars worth of electronics, but what happens when they leave the store? And what happens when they run their life cycle? They typically end up in a landfill, or they end up somewhere where we really don't want them to be. So investment managers, a lot of the investment managers that I use at other institutions and pension funds went to Best Buy and said, look, we understand you're selling all this product. Is it possible that you could start a recycling program? Something related to what Bill McDonough espouses, which is closing the loop, making sure that when you've got a product that goes out, that it comes back in. And so Best Buy decided it was a good idea and created a pilot program in Minneapolis, which is where they're based, and a couple of other cities, and found that it worked, and people liked it. And since then have spread it out to the rest of their stores. And so I think that's just one perfect example of how shareholder advocacy and working one-on-one with companies helps out. You can also try to get companies to change via shareholder resolution. Now, as a shareholder, you have a right to have a voice within a company. And by filing a shareholder resolution, you can say, I want you to disclose what your greenhouse gas emissions are. Or I want to see more women in C-level jobs, because that's another social issue as well that we work with. Third part, of course, is going to be community investing. And our trade group, which is Social Investment Forum, basically says that we like to see you have 1% in community investments. We try to put 5% in. I think it's really, really important, not only in the economic environment that we're in, to have a little bit more stable investments, but this money goes towards low-income housing. It goes towards job retraining. It goes towards things like affordable health care. And so it's philanthropic in a way that you have money going towards good causes, but it's still your money. And so you're basically loaning it out as a bond, and it's coming back to you through interest, and then it comes back to you when the bond ends.
Pete, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We also want to say thank you to the folks at Krull Resort here in Meadows-Sedan, Virginia. Thanks for letting us use your beautiful facility to shoot this footage. We thank you.